Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the New York Jets. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
When you're on the road, the last thing you want to do is make a mistake that brings the crowd into it. Now you're not just battling your opponent, you're battling yourself as well.
Here we go. Roll.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big pickup of 38. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
On first down, here's Stroud. He'll complete this one to Collins. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And between the last two plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10, right at the 40. Stroud sets up the play action. Gets this complete to Shaheed. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. And that one results in 35 yards. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Stroud off the play fake. And it is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Texans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Rodgers and the Jets now with a first and 10 at their own 21. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. Now for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard.
At their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They'll get this to the 24, and it's second down.
At the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Second down and 8. Here's Cook again. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They'll try the middle with Cook. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Here's the Jets punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's taken inside his own 40. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a first and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. First and 10. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
The Jets take over first and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Cook. Able to... Now Cook hit, and he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust, because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
Following the fumble recovery, Stroud. He sets to fire deep. That's caught at the 25. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 41 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Here's Stroud. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
The second down throw now from Stroud. That's complete. It's Collins. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Stroud will look to throw once more. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And he is going to have a Texans first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing middle, and it's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Come on. Hey.
And Stroud now to throw. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. Touchdown, Texans. Dameon Pierce from 6 yards away. And the Texans have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Point after, up and good. And it's now 21-0.
Texans 21, Jets nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And taken down just shy of the 40.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7. They run it again with Cook. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
Oh, Everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Texans are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Let's go.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Pierce now up the middle. It was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Ready.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5.
Ready.
Stroud to throw it. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Throwing now is Stroud. Flushed out right. The ball comes out. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start 1st and 10. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
What do you think, Brandon? I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the field position doesn't get much better than this. They'll have it 1st and goal at the 8-yard line. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Now Stroud. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Brevin Jordan from 8 yards out. And the Texans continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and it is 28-0.
28, Jets nothing.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 7.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. 26.
To throw is Rodgers. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 3rd and 2.
Back north. Stay right.
Now it's Rodgers. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Jumbo! Get 300! Get 300!
Now Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Now Rodgers. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, 88!
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here we go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get real.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Pretty good 1st down play. Keeps them ahead of schedule, as they say.
And ostensibly, they could go right back to it because there are multiple options on this play. Hand it inside. Quarterback tucks it and keeps it. Quarterback throws the ball downfield. You should be able to react to the defense and have an option available on every snap.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield, but on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will do it for this 1st half. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this 2nd half. Here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. And that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Hey, take 26.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. And that flag accepted. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Box it, box it, box it, box it. $26.
To throw, it's Rodgers. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for just 3. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. He'll go up top here for Hamler. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how...
Just more frustration here offensively, and you can see it in their play and now in their body language. You know they were hoping to put a drive together to begin this 3rd quarter, but it's just not clicking right now, and it's going to be a quick call to the punt team.
That's pulled in at the 32. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Texans will take over.
They're on the 32-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Stroud. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
And the Texans first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the Jets are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. But to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there, still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Abanikanda once again. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in a long-distance situation. You might come back again, because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked up by M.J. Stewart. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. The end result, 21 yards. Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide, as they've established already.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
A gain of 3. First down.
And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Second and 4.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Jordan. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Stroud looking to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
On 2nd down, it's Abanikanda. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter play. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And not a great punt here, out of bounds in the air. They're going to say this one doesn't even get to the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete to Dell. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
A gain of 22 yards. And the Texans 1st down.
Come on. Hey.
Here's Stroud. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pay.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Texans start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
From the gun, here's Abanikanda. And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
This offense so far on third down, just one conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw here. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
First down 10 at the 49-yard line.
Let's go. Ready.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. On the handoff, Abanikanda. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Texans are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Stopped in his tracks by Ahmad Gardner.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
70,
And Pierce gets it again on second down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad play.
And they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. The Texans send the punter out. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And returning it, here's Hamler. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
That's thrown quickly out wide to Lazard. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Cook up the gut. And, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Here's 2nd and 10. The give now to Abanikanda. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Boy, the run on 1st down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
In my humble estimation, terrific work there defensively. Running backs trying to get wide, get to the sideline, and they beat him to the spot, forced him out of bounds, pretty close to the line of scrimmage.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Pierce gets this one running right. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. DJ Reed, who played in college at Kansas State, made the tackle.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a